Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another weekly vlog. How is everybody? I hope you've had a lovely week and weekend because this goes up on Monday. I haven't edited last week's vlog. I should do that today really, but I'm just quickly coming on to show you the end progress of the whips for this week. Today's Sunday and Ian is at work. He's been rostered in today. We went Slimming World yesterday and we had really good results, which was what we needed. Ian lost £6, which is amazing, and I lost £2.5, which I was over the moon with. Even though I've lost 3 weeks running, the last 2 weeks has been £0.5. And I said to Ian, I want more than £0.5. I know a loss is a loss and it's going in the right direction and stuff, but I think last week it was a bit of like, I wasn't well, which I don't know if you can tell by my voice. I don't feel well again, but yeah, I wasn't well, time of the month and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that that was why. And then now we've been to the gym for a few weeks on the trot, our bodies are getting used to it, and so yeah, we'll just fingers crossed and see what happens. Then we went to Southend for the day with Jodie, Vin and Amelia. I had Amelia on Friday. Don't think I vlogged anything, no, because I ended the vlog early, didn't I? So Amelia was very snotty on Friday and very cold like, and then we spent the day with them yesterday, and again she was very snotty, and Jodie said on Friday she thinks it's just hay fever, but yesterday she was really snotty, and yeah, so I think I've caught a cold from Amelia this time. My throat is really sore. My nose is not too bad at the moment. I just feel a little bit, not congested, but like, I don't want to say the word because it's horrible, the F word, phlegmy. I feel very that. So yeah, anyway, we'll see how we go. I'm hoping that it's just, I can get over it pretty quickly. I've taken medication and stuff, well, like cold and flu stuff and that, so, but yes, we will see what happens. But progress on whips for this week. So it pulled out my Ripple bralette, and I have got this far. I'm really pleased with it. I don't know if I showed this on Friday, so it would have been last week's vlog. I'm not sure, but it is really pretty. I'm really happy with it. I think I did some on Saturday. No, that Saturday was last night. I can't remember, but I did some more on this whenever it was. So yeah, I've got progress, which is good, and I feel a bit happier that it's more than just the 1x1 rib. It is a 3x3 rib top. The yarn that I'm using is called Autumn by Mousewitch Yarns. I think I told you that before as well. I'm repeating myself. And then the cross stitch pattern that it pulled was the coffee sampler, which is this. And I have no more progress since the last time you showed it. I've worked on this for one time this whole week. I know that's really bad, but it's my crafting, and if I don't fancy working on it, then I won't. But I've got the top of a coffee cup. And I did mention before that I tried to get this pattern digitally and they didn't have it. So I did have to just take a picture and put it onto my Procreate and mark it off that way, which shouldn't be a problem because this pattern is done in sections. Like, oh, I can do this pattern in sections. So yeah, that is my coffee sampler. Not much. I have also been working on You're Still the One cross stitch. I'm trying to do a minimum of 100 stitches a day, and I have succeeded so far. And so today is the 6th, so I've got more than 500 stitches in this, because I've done more than 100 stitches every day other than today. And this is what this one is looking like. I did have to move it in the frame because I wanted to do the bottom of the house and it was like really close to the bottom, so I moved it. I've put the door in, I've put the little heart, I've got a little heart here. The next thing I'm going to do is the windows, so these 2 windows here, and you can actually see the outline of the house now. It's got a bit more on it, and I think once it's got the frame and everything, I think it will be okay. There is like an arrow with a love heart here, and the more words at the top. So yeah, I'm enjoying working on this. It's on a 28 count and I'm really enjoying it actually. I think I prefer to work on this than Ada, but I still will work on Ada, obviously. This is on a 27 count, this one. So they're very, very similar. But yeah, I am enjoying working on those. I did keep with the Radvent as well, you would have known. And I have got 2 rows to go for the bottom band of the ribbon. So it's upside down, but I joined for the back and now I've got this much of the rib. I've got two more rows to go, then I can cast this off and then I will be able to do the front ribbon. Now I am going to keep this into rotation because it's so close to being finished. If the dice picks this week, then happy days. I will just solely be working on this, but if it picks something else, I will try and knit on this as well. I just want it finished. It's so close to being finished. And how beautiful is it? It is so lovely. I absolutely love it. So these yarns were from my friend Sally. They are Discreet Unicorn minis that she put together for me for an advent. So yeah, that is what it's looking like. The rib colour I'm using is a Truly Hooked Strawberry Shortcake. I believe. I'm sure it is. I've just got it in a yarn cozy. So yeah, that is that. So shall we roll the dice? I know it's Sunday, but I'm not going to be... And oh, the other thing. So a few of my friends are taking part in the Stephen West Dash Bust Along, and a few of them are doing like mild projects. So they're holding yarns together to use up more yarn. So I've decided I am going to cast on the Mild Magic top, sweater, dress, whatever you want to call it, because he's done different sizes. He's done a really long one, so it's like a dress, or a shorter one, so it's more like a jumper. I will show you the yarns for that in a second, but they're not set in stone, so it's done in pieces. And so I'm just going to pick up yarns as I go along, picking up the different pieces for it. I've probably got a picture of the pattern. This is the pattern here. I've got it on, oh, if I hold it like that. I got it on Knit Companion. So that is what I'm making. It's going to be very pink, purple, blue. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to starting that, and I'm going to probably start that a little bit later on. I want to get the rib done for this. Maybe pick up for the front rib, so then all I have to do is just backwards and forwards, and then I'm going to be casting on the next project of my 40 of 40, and I think that will be number 12. My diary is under the table. I think that will be number 12. Let's have a look. Yes, number 12. So that's exciting. I'm looking forward to that. I was going to be counting my cross stitch starts in that, but I'm not. It's just going to be my yarny projects that I'm going to count into that. So, shall we roll the dice to get that going for next week? So, I've just opened the dice app. There's going to be so much glare because it's really bright here today. So, 2, 1. Let's go to my phone, which I did have here. I do. It's behind the iPad. And 2 is the ripple bralette. And 1 for the cross stitch is the Malta cross stitch, which I'm quite happy about because I'd like to get more progress on that. I've got quite good progress on it so far. So do I keep the ripple bralette or do I roll again? I did say that it would only have 2 weeks in whip rotation. So this is the second week. So I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it as it is, which I'm pretty happy about because it's a summer top that I could easily get finished and start wearing. So yeah, that's the plan. So other than the coffee sampler and my new start, which will be the Mild Magic jumper, that is going to be my whips for this week. So yeah, I'm quite excited. You will hopefully see the Radvent finish this week. I'm not sure whether the ripple bralette will be finished because it's a lot of knitting. I could probably get it done in a week if that's all I was working on, but obviously I've got other stuff that I want to work on as well. So let me get the bag for the Mild Magic and I will show you the yarns that I've picked. So, rummaged my stash this morning. I'm now back tidy because I did make a mess. But I've decided to put yarns together that I thought I would wear. Now, I've got a lot of yarn that would go together, but it's not really stuff that I would wear a lot of. Like, I've got a lot of greens and stuff, and I don't wear a lot of green. So, it's blues, pinks, purples, yellows, that sort of palette. The first section I've decided is going to be in these 2 colourways. So this is a yarn that Mandy dyed up for me. This was just a one of a kind, and this one here is a Bird Street yarn in Club Tropicana. Now I'm sure my first ripple bralette I knit in this. I'm sure it was the bottom of my first ripple bralette. And I thought they go together quite nice because with this you need to hold 2 fingering weight yarns together. So I thought they go together quite well. And I'm going to knit my first section in that. Depending on whether I've got enough yarn, I will try and make the other side the same. So I'm not going to do it all symmetrical, but if I've got a couple of sections that are symmetrical, then I'm hoping that will be quite nice. Anyway, so another section I was thinking of is this. So this is a Woolly Mummy yarn. It's a Mystery Monthly Club yarn, so no name or anything. And I think I used this to knit the rest of my Summer Sorrel after I felted the bottom. Might have even been, I can't remember. Anyway, this is yarn that I dyed up and I thought they go together quite well. And then another 2 that I thought went together quite well, and also these are the only scraps that I've got that I'm using, were these 2. This one here I dyed up myself, or did I? I'm sure I dyed this one up myself. And this one here I'm not sure where this has come from. I should keep the ball bands, which sometimes I do. For instance, this has got the ball band in the middle, and sometimes I don't. This might be a Mandy yarn. Could possibly be a Mandy yarn. So I thought they go together quite well as well. And then I've just picked out random skeins from my stash to use together, but possibly add in the future. So we have got this Mama Bear yarn, which is in yellows, pinks, and you've got the undyed bits as well. I've got this Rosie's Moments in this blue. I have got this Bellica yarn. This hasn't got a name. So we've got this. Then we have this one here, which is by Mama Bear again, and this is called In the Pink. That first one is called You Are My Sunshine. So they go together nicely, obviously, but then the blue and the pink go together nicely. And then we've got, I've just picked out an undyed skein or scrap, so that's the last scrap that I've got. And then finally I've got this one here, which is a Sheep on Mars yarn, and I thought that goes quite well with all of the yarns that I've got, because it's got the yellow, the pink, the purple, there's a bit of orange in there. There's no blues or anything, but yeah, I just thought that these colours all go together quite nicely, and it will make a nice... I don't want to do a fade or anything, it's going to be very random, but I wanted to keep a similar palette, like the pinks and the purples and stuff, so that's the plan. It might look really, really ugly by the end of it, but we will see. And even if it's a top that I wear just indoors, then I don't mind, because I've knitted it and it will be mine to wear. So that's the plan for that. I'm quite excited. I'm going to cast on I'm going to cast on them two colours, and I kept them out, so they're the two that I'm going to cast on. I'll leave them on the table for now, and I've just put this in, all the yarn in a bag, and yeah, I absolutely love this bag. My friend Sally, again, was destashing, and she was selling some bags, and I picked this one with some others. I absolutely love it. I love the way it's got the handles here. I love the drawstring, the pocket at the front. I would actually like one of these as just an everyday handbag, but yeah, it's like a waterproofy, like I don't know what the material is. I'm no good at material, but yeah. Anyway, that's going to be cast on this week. It will go into the whip rotation for next week. I will add it to a number, and then it will get pulled as and when. Now that's my phone. I'm going to go, and I shall catch up with you soon. Hello, good morning. It's Tuesday. It's quite early. I thought I'd come on early and show you progress on stuff, as I didn't pick up the camera yesterday. You might be able to tell that, yes, I'm ill again. Oh, I thought it was just going to be a sore throat, and yeah, so it's not good. It is mainly my throat, but this morning I've woken up and I'm just streaming with stuff. That's not very nice. So there we go, never mind. I have nearly finished my Radvent. So yesterday the plan was to cast on the new Stephen West jumper thing that I'm gonna, the Mild Magic, and I've got the yarn sitting on the coffee table, but I'm so close to finishing the Radvent that I just thought I would carry on. And I have literally, I've done it all other than casting off for the rib at the front. So I still, that's not the right thing, it's here, but I haven't put things on my needles, so I don't want to lose them. So this is the rib for the front, and I've just got to cast off. I haven't put any buttons on it or buttonholes or anything because I didn't button up the last one, and I don't think I'm going to be buttoning up this one. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. Haven't worked on the ripple bralette because I've been working on that, but literally I'm going to do that now, and then that will be finished. I'm really, really happy. So I'll come on again once that's finished. I did work on my You're the One last night. I've moved it in the Q-snaps. You can't really see it now, but I've made a bit of progress on this. I think I did 140 stitches Sunday, and then yesterday I did 200 and something stitches, because it was getting quite late and all I had to do was cast off for the Radvent, and there's obviously a lot of stitches on that, and I didn't want to start getting tired or anything and making mistakes, so I decided to pick up my cross stitch. But the thing with this is because it's such small motifs, it was okay. So last night I put in the heart here, the bird, and these three love hearts. Not that you can see the top one very well, but I'm hoping that once it's all put together, like I can see it in real life, but on the camera it's quite hard to see. You can just see the shadow of it. Now the border is a lot of that really light colour, so I'm thinking of mixing that up a little bit. We'll see. Oh, I also put these little stitches in here as well. So I did this heart, then I went up to here. Oh, and I put the bird in. I did the bird as well. So I did quite a lot yesterday. It's on, what's the word I'm looking for? It's on plan. It's not the right word, but to be finished on the 15th of April if I carry on doing what I'm doing. So that's just what markup is telling me, but I am trying to do a little bit more than 100 stitches a day. So today the plan is probably a little bit later on, once I've done all the stuff that I need to do today, is to put the word in. So the word's in up here, and then possibly some of the border. So the border is sort of here. So the plan now is just to go to each corner, because I'm finding it difficult to stitch or weave in the ends if it's too close to the edge. Really I should have it the other way, so I'm stitching this way and then I can weave in my ends that way. I have seen a few people put their projects in the Q-snap like that, but I don't know. We're just going to roll with how it is for now. I moved it twice yesterday, or last night, in the Q-snap, so that's that. You might notice that my face, Ian is calling it orange. I used some tannin drops. I've used them before, and I've used them loads of times before, and I've used them a couple of times recently. The first time was fine, and the second time is you're supposed to put your face cream in your hand and drip a couple of these drops into the face cream, and it was dripping, but then it squirted. So I normally do like 4 to 6 drops, and I think this was more like 10. So my face is quite, Ian's calling it orange. I don't think it's orange, but like I said, it will wash off eventually. And I spilt it on my hand as well, when it's squirted, and that is the result here of the tanning drops. Now bear in mind, I've had a shower, I've washed up numerous times, so it is really good. It's the Bondi Sands facial tanning drops, and it's the Pure. I got them in Home Bargains last year, and I was using them, and I think when I've already got a tan, they look okay, but because I haven't even got a tan at the moment, it was a bit of a shock to Ian. But I think it's quite even, it's not patchy or anything, and I will use them again because I do like them. I was using the Dove self-tanning moisture lotion. I used that the other day because I just felt like I wanted to feel a little bit more glowy, but I used that, and I have used it in the past. I didn't purchase it, but I can't stand the smell. Has anyone else ever had that with self-tanning lotion? Like, you know, the build your own tan lotion. I just hate the smell of it, so I'm not going to do that again. I'll just wait for the sun to come out. The sun is out, and it's been out for days, which is beautiful. It's so lovely, but it's just not warm enough yet. I said to Ian, oh, I might get in the loft and get my summer clothes out, and I was like, but I'm still wearing joggers and leggings and stuff because it is cold. I've got up this morning and I was in a nightshirt, but I've put clothes on because I was cold. It is only 8 o'clock in the morning, but yeah, the sun isn't round this side yet. It's sort of shining in the kitchen and the bathroom, and then in the afternoon it does come round to this way, which is nice, but it can be a pain because it shines in and you can't see anything on the telly or whatever, and it shows up all the dust. And in the heat of summer, it's not good because it just warms up this room and the bedroom like crazy. I'm going to cast that Radvent off now, and then hopefully at some point today I will cast on the Mild Magic. We will see. Oh, I'm hoping that this cold don't get any worse. I've had it since Saturday. Yeah, I think Saturday, because I think I caught it on Friday. I know, can you catch cold that quickly? I don't know, but I just feel like I got it from Amelia. Anyway, I'm going to go cast this off. I'm excited to do that. And then I've got errands to run this morning, once things are open and whatever. I'm having the boys tomorrow, so it's half term here in the UK, well, in our area. I know some schools do it differently, like, I don't know why they have to have different half terms, but I'm having the boys tomorrow. Casey's at work, she's dropping them off before she goes to work, so on a Wednesday she does 1:30 till 8, and then obviously Mike's at work, and so I said I'll have the boys. I don't know what we're going to be up to or what we're going to do or anything, we'll see, but I've got those tomorrow, and yeah, so I'm going to go and blow my nose, cast off this Radvent, and I shall see you in a bit. So I am pleased to say that my Radvent, other than the ends, is finished. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love it. It is a bit bigger than the one that I had, or I've got already, but not by much, to be honest. I don't really know how I can make this any bigger. Let me go back so I can see you. Well, you can see me, I can see you. Yeah, maybe close is better so you can actually see the yarn. This is what it looks like. Obviously it's not been blocked or anything, but I don't think blocking it will make a huge difference. It's longer than the one that I've got because I added some stitches to the body, and it's not as long as my t-shirt, as you can see, but I think for me to wear just, I call them sleeves. I know that's a bit strange, but my other one, it's more sleeves because I can't even pull it over me like this, the other one that I've got. And as you can see, I've knitted this in a bigger size, and there is no way I would do this up. Even if it was at my waist, I still wouldn't do it up. So this is the final result of my Radvent, and yes, I've got ends, so I will deal with those today. I probably will block it because it is folding over, as you can see, but this is just the rib. I love the colour that I've chosen for the bands. This is Strawberry Shortcake by Truly Hooked, and I just think it ties in the rest of the colours. Let's down this way as well. So this side is more pinks, and this side is more purples with the green here. But isn't it lovely? I absolutely love the Radvent. It's so easy to wear, so versatile. Like, you could do so much with this pattern in the way of colours. You can change the length. You could even change the length in a way that obviously if you had enough yarn, you can add so many stitches to even make it a really long cardigan, which might be something I do in the future, who knows. But yeah, so this is finished and I could not be happier. I don't know if you can see the ends, there's lots of them. I have weave and Stevened the ends as I've gone along, so I just need to snip these. So they are woven in, but I need to snip these, and there's some that is not. So yeah, I'm so pleased with how this is turned out. I love it. I love the yarn. I love the craziness of it. Yeah, I'm so happy. I now need to get in the loft because I need to get a box out for Ian. One of the amps in his car has stopped working. It's down on the floor here. So I need to get that sent off to be repaired, but he needs the box. So and I'm gonna have a look in my wardrobe to see if there's any clothes that I can swap out. So I was gonna get in the loft and swap my clothes over, but it's still a bit chilly, like I said earlier on. But I've got sort of clothes up there that I could be wearing now, I think. And I've got like big thick jumpers in my wardrobe that I don't need up there and or in there and stuff. So I'm gonna have a quick sort out. This only took me 20 minutes to cast off, so I'm pretty pleased with that. So I'm going to do that, wait for the washing to finish, put that on the line, as it's going to be a nice day. Yeah, so I'm just super happy that I've managed to get this done. Well, hello, it's Wednesday today. I'm looking after the boys while Casey's at work. I think I explained that before. Ollie's done some really good drawings, well, colouring in, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah? What did you colour in? They need a haircut, but they won't let me cut it.
This is the first thing I drew. It's supersonic.
Supersonic. So you coloured that in, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then what else?
Next, Mario and Luigi.
Mario and Luigi. That's a good one. And then one more.
The last one's right here. Yeah. Last one's Mario and Luigi, and also Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Yeah.
So Ollie's been colouring those in. Mikey's sitting on my bed playing a flight simulator thing. It's a kiddie one. It's on Roadblocks, I think. or Roblox. They don't want to see up your nostril. Mikey don't really like being on the camera anymore, but Ollie's not really that bothered. But yeah, he's been on my bed most of the day. It's 4:30 now. Ian's at the gym, and I've been playing with the boys. And also we was playing Sonic. No, that's a peg, not a paperclip. We was playing Sonic game, Sonic Dash or something. Ollie downloaded it on my iPad. I'm really sorry, I'm still not 100%. And I have been knitting on my Ripple bralette, so I haven't worked on this at all this week so far because I was finishing my Radvent, then I was working on my cross stitch, which I'll show you in a second. Haven't got you on the proper tripod either. Going a bit old school. Normally you're on the tripod. You are on a tripod, but a handheld one. I've got from where that stitch marker is today, and now I've got a visitor. What did you want to tell them?
Sonic Dash.
Ah, that's the game we was playing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we was playing
play
that.
right here.
Mikey's iPad. Turn it down a minute, please. Can you turn it down a minute, please? Turn it down, please.
You can only make it face me.
I've got to make it face him.
Face on my iPad.
Oh, there you go. So, this is Sonic Dash.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've got a bit of a, like, something going on here. It's not a spot, it's like a scab. Anyway, I was working on my cross stitch, and I have managed to get over 100 stitches in every day. So I have worked on this every day this month. I've put in 100 stitches a day. I have moved the Q-snap and I have changed it round, and I have got some parked threads. So this is what it's looking like so far. You can't really see it very well because it's in such a small Q-snap. So I've got the word still there, and I've got some of the border in as well now. I've put the legs on the bird. I've just got to put the beak in, and then, whoops, I nearly dropped it. I nearly dropped the camera. I've got to put these hearts in, and that's that for that little quadrant. So I've decided to do this in quarters. So I will do this, and then I will shift it round. So this Q-snap I can do 4 sections of it because it's quite a small design. And as you can see, I've put it in the Q-snap a little bit different because it's so small and the house is a bit wonky down there. What?
Oh no, just...
Oh, yeah, I've put it in the Q-snap a little bit different. So the back is flush, and then the stitching is on the inside. It's just because it's quite small that I was finding it hard to finish off the threads close to the edge on the back, and it's working quite well. The only thing that I'm not a lover of is because it's quite small, it feels like I'm having to go inside to stitch, but I'm sure it'll be okay. So yeah, that is how far I've got. I did start a new project yesterday. Let me let me sort out this tripod and I'll talk to you a bit more. So yeah, I have started a new project, which is the Mild Magic, and I've decided to... did I mention that I changed my colours? I can't remember. So I was going to use a certain 2 colours to start off the first section, but then I changed my mind, and now I've got this much of section 1 of the Mild Magic done. The colours I'm using are these. So this is a Woolly Mama, and this is one that I dyed myself. So I've got a whole bag here full of yarn that I will hold together throughout this project. It's a pattern by Stephen West. I have shared the pattern before. If I remember, I'll put a picture of what it looks like. Also, I will put another picture in, and this is my cross stitch that I'm doing, the mortar cross stitch. So the lovely Alice from Soxy Nana Alice, she has a YouTube here. She's had a channel on YouTube, has asked me to put up a finished picture of the mortar cross stitch, which I haven't done for quite a while, so I do apologise, but I will put a picture up here of what that will look like. I haven't got the best picture. I think it is a it's not like a finished object picture or anything. I think it is just digital, but I'll put a picture up of that as well. So yeah, I was knitting on this. I've got a few more rows to go before this section is finished, and then I'm going to do that over the next few days, and then this will go into my whip rotation, into one of the empty empty numbers, not days, into one of the empty numbers, and then I'll just work on this as and when. But I am, whoops, I'm hitting myself in the glasses with the needles. So that is living in this bag. And I've got quite a bit of yarn in there, so as you can see it's quite full up. So that is what I've been working on really, and what I've been doing. I had an appointment this morning, I went and did that, went shopping, come back. Literally as I was coming back, Casey was coming in with the boys. She doesn't finish till 8, she might finish a little bit earlier. Sorry if you can hear this behind me. So yeah, I just thought I would come on and show what I've been up to, which normally is not a lot, and I feel like I want to go back to not just filming my crafty stuff, but like a day in the life type thing, and I did that sort of before Vlogmas. I think it was like more a day in the life weekly vlog, and like I would take you out and about and stuff, but I don't really go out and about that much at the moment. But we go out at weekends, and we went out on Saturday, and Ian said, oh, you should have bought the camera, and I was like, I didn't think, because I haven't been doing that. We went to Southend and we went along the pier, and it was super windy, but I don't know, I think I'm getting the bug back for a little bit of like day in the life type stuff, not full on day in the life what I'm up to in that, but let me know what you think. I know my vlogs are long enough as it is. But yeah, so anyway, are you alright there sitting on my cushion? Yeah. So I'm gonna do them dinner. Not yet, it's only 20 to 5, so probably in about an hour or so. Me and Ian will have dinner when he gets back as well and stuff, so. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how this is coming out. Ian hasn't even asked me what it is yet, so normally he does, like, oh, what are you working on, and yeah, so right, I'm gonna carry on knitting this. I'm just YouTubing some videos on different types of stitches. Now, I've been cross stitching. Well, the first time I cross stitched was many years ago. Then I stopped. Then I've come back to it, and I've come back to it a couple of times. But I think where I haven't really delved into it that much, or watched FlossTube, YouTube, whatever, I just do full crosses. I used to just do Ada. I never did the parking method or anything like that. I didn't even know what tent stitch was, so I've done a little bit of Googling or YouTubing, and just to get an idea on different things. So I know what tent stitch is now. I know how to park stitches, that was fine. I've had a look at the Royal Rose method, which is good for full coverage, which I've got a few full coverage, or like, they're not full coverage, but like they're part, so all of the bottom is stitched, but some of the sky isn't. And my mortar one is full coverage really, but I'm just doing that sort of cross country, they call it. There's so many things, different things in that, so it's just nice to get like an idea on different ways, because also it's nice that I could do different things on different pieces to make it feel a bit different as well. So Right, I'm going to go and make sure these two are okay. Mikey's just sat on the bed playing his iPad. He was playing mine for a little while because his went dead, so I put his on charge. Sorry for the sniffing. I've got a bit of headache as well, but it's all like pressure. It's nothing like I had last week. It's just all pressure. So yeah, all the joys of getting a cold 2 weeks after the first one. Never mind. Oh, we'll see. I'm possibly going out with Casey tomorrow to see my Uncle David. It's his birthday today. So yeah, we're gonna go there tomorrow. Yeah, so if I can, I might take you along, and if I've still got that vloggy bug. I don't know, we'll see. Also, I need you to know, I need you to tell me what you prefer to watch. Like, I know people, there's a lot of people that just say we watch you for you. But then I know there's some people that don't like that sort of thing, or do like that sort of thing. But then I think to myself, I've got to do what I enjoy as well. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I'm really sorry about this music. It's probably going to copyright me anyway. If you can hear it, never mind. They're worth it for one video. Right, I'm definitely going. So, the boys have gone. It's much later. And I'm about to work a little bit on this. So, this is where I am currently. And I'm going to probably do about an hour, I think, before I go to bed. So I'm going to carry on with this dark colour here, and as you can see I've moved it in the Q-snap from where it was before, but yeah, so I'm going to do some more of this blue, and I haven't worked on this since I rolled it on Sunday, so yeah, thought I'd give this a little go. I was on Zoom earlier on and I was working on my ripple bralette for a little while, but and I did work on that a little bit while the boys were here, because Ollie was on his iPad, Mikey was in the bedroom on his iPad, and I was sat here watching telly, doing a bit of knitting. So yeah, I'm going to do some more of this now, and I will probably put a picture in of where I get up to, but it's probably not going to be a lot because it's only going to be about an hour, but we shall see. So I'm going to see my uncle today. It was his birthday yesterday. I think I explained this, but I thought I would show you what I'm wearing because it is something that I have knitted and it's very, very old. I've just got some linen trousers on with tissues in the pocket, and a black vest top. But this is one of the very, very first knitting patterns I ever knit. Now I've knit 3 of these, and it is basically just a rectangle that you knit. It's got a rib at the bottom, so I don't even know what the pattern is. I probably have got a copy of it somewhere, but like, yeah, so it is using a 20mm needle and a 12mm needle. So you are knitting with one way and knitting with one the other way, and it is a 2x2 rib, so you get these big massive holes, and it is lovely. I do really like it. The only problem that I have with it is that if I wear it like this, I feel quite bulbous here, like I feel quite hippie, and I don't really have big hips, so I like just to fold that up, so it looks like it's got a bottom, if that makes sense. Now, if I knit this now, I probably wouldn't put the rib at the bottom. I would have it so it's just floaty. Yeah, so you knit 2 rectangles, you join it, and I would probably do a 3 needle bind off now. I was going to actually get rid of this. I have got a white one. I did have a white one. So the first one that I ever knit was in white, and and this was when I was probably about 19. I had very minimal experience in knitting. This is when I first started to knit. I might have even been younger than that. Anyway, and the lady that I worked with, I said, I've got the perfect pattern for you to start. So it was a 20mm needle, and she lent me the needles and the pattern. She lent me 20mm needle, a 12mm needle, and I think this rib at the bottom was like a 6mm needle. It's done in chunky yarn, and I knit a white one, which I didn't really wear that often, but then I got rid of it, and I was like, I want to knit another one because I want to wear it with, I had denim shorts like in the summer, thought it'd be nice, or just, yeah. So I knit this one and another white one at roughly the same time. Now if you go back onto my channel, there are videos of me actually making this, so it's not, wasn't that long ago in theory. So I did make this, but I didn't make it long enough and it was quite short, so I took the neck, or I undid it, knitted it a bit longer, or was it too long? Can't remember now. It was either too long or too short. So I ripped it back and I altered it, and this is what I'm going to wear today. So it was on the pile to get rid of, and then I put these trousers on, and I put this black top on and a denim jacket, and I was like, that'll do. And then I was sorting out the stuff to get rid of. Now Slimming World at the moment are doing a clothes throw, so you get bags from Slimming World, they're purple, and you send them to cancer research charity shops. So I was going to do that, and I thought, oh, let me just try this on just to make sure. And I put it on with these trousers. You can't really see the trousers very well. I was like, I really like this. So I've decided to keep this. I've got my hair in a, yeah. So I've decided to keep this because it looks quite nice with these trousers, and I think where I've lost a little bit of weight as well, it helps the shape of it. So yeah, I quite like this, and it's just a nice sort of over the top thing. Yeah, I might have some dresses that this would go nice with as well. So this was, I'm trying to think, I think it was just New Fashion yarn. Is it New Fashion in chunky? I got it from the local yarn or haberdashery shop that's down the market. I don't even know if it's still there, I haven't been there for years. And I think it took like 4 balls, 5 balls, because obviously it's chunky. And I bought my own 20mm needle and 12mm, I'm sure it's 12mm. But you have one really big needle and then the other one is quite small. But yeah, I really like it, so I thought it looked quite nice over this. Right, I'm going to get my shoes on and leave, and we're going to go and see my uncle. I'll take the camera with me, but I don't know if I'll film anything. So yeah, that's about it. So let's get ready to leave. So I'm now back from my uncle's, and he was all good. He enjoyed his presents. We went to Sainsbury's on the way there, and Casey picked him up some shorts and a t-shirt. My mum got him a hat, and that was delivered while we was there. So yeah, he enjoyed having cake and lunch with us, and he enjoyed seeing the boys, I think. So yeah, I've got home, and literally me and Ian said hello in passing. He was going out to the gym as I was coming in. I really don't feel it today. I just feel like absolute crap again. So I said I'm not going to go today because I can hardly breathe. And that pink top I was wearing, it's lovely. I really liked it. Casey really liked it. Ian said that I looked really nice, but I kept catching myself and pulling like the stitches, and I've got all these long bits that I've pulled. So it is a really nice top, but I don't know, I just kept pulling myself on it. Yeah, so I've got a cough. I've got Ian a salad on the way home. He likes the kebab shop salad. He says that it tastes different, so I got in that. I worked a little bit on my You're the One this morning. Did I show you that? I can't remember. I put in just over 100 stitches. It is here. So this is what it's looking like. It's really sweet. I've got a problem though. All this writing up here, so from the bird up, is half a row out. So it's 2 over 2, and I've done 2 over 1.5. Well, I've gone up half a stitch less than I should have done. So my border is not going to match up. It should match up to the other side because I've done that from the letters, like the border. Oh, we'll see. See how it goes. So be it. I'm not really that bothered. I'm going to make a drink, sit down and chill for a bit. I know I've been chilling most of the day, just sitting there, but I need to take some more tablets as well. I'm going to take them and I might do a bit of knitting and do more on my ripple bralette. I did finish the first section of my mould magic as well this morning because I wanted to get that done. So yeah, I've got just now at the moment my ripple bralette to knit on, and I'm doing the mortar and You're the One cross stitch. So I might do a little bit more on the cross stitch tonight as well. And then I might do that now because later on Caroline from the Aria Bark podcast has got her members Zoom tonight, so I could knit while I'm on Zoom. Cross stitching is a little bit more difficult because I use my iPad for markup, so that's what I might do. I might do some cross stitch now and some more knitting later. That's the plan. I'm going to go because I keep sniffing. It probably sounds disgusting. And I'll catch up with you in a bit. Hello, good morning. It's Friday and I thought I'd come on and end the vlog because today is just going to be a quiet day. Nothing's really happening. I'm going to get my nails done this afternoon. I'm going to pick Ian up from work and then we're going straight to the gym and then come home and do dinner. So nothing really that exciting's happening. And again, if anything does, I will just pick up the camera a little bit early. But last night I worked on my ripple bralette and I've got quite a good amount done on it now. It's longer than the pattern is asking for, and it is longer than the first one that I knit. So I've got 2 of these already. One that I knit that fits me perfect. I really like it, but it's got a bit, some of the yarn has gone a bit really fluffy. It's not felted, but it's like on the verge, but I've worn it so many times, so I'm not angry about that. That's fine. And then the second one that I made in a smaller size, and I made it a bit shorter, so it is literally like it's not, it's more like a bra, not a bralette. Now for me, a bralette, it comes down underneath your bra a little bit, like it's like, you know, you see the ones and they've got the lace around the bottom and all that. And I want to make this one as long as I can, so I could possibly wear it with high-waisted trousers or whatever while we're on holiday, or high-waisted shorts and stuff while we're on holiday. So that's the plan. I've still got a lot of yarn left, and I'm thinking, I did look at the ones last night that I'd already made, and the triangle bits are not that big, so I'm hoping if I've got 25 grams left, that will be enough to do the ribbon at the back. So you split half your stitches, and you carry on knitting in the round, but half of them you'll do twisted rib. So I'm going to do that, but I'm not going to do that in the yellow because I haven't got any yellow left, and I think just keeping it all the same all the way up would be easier because it's still in the round. And then for the triangle bits,
yeah, so I'm going to knit a little bit more on this. Not much more, I don't think. We'll see. I just love it. I love it so much. It's so summery, isn't it? Yeah, I just really love the colourway. And if I had knit this into socks, like this yarn, I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much. Now, with something like this, I absolutely love it. So yeah, it does need blocking because my ribbon is all over the place for some reason. I don't know if you can see. It's all over the place, but it's okay. Once it's blocked and stretched out, it'll be fine. So that's what I was working on, and I did a few rounds this morning. I've just picked up my You're the One cross stitch, and I'm going to get my 100 stitches in. I'm going to try and get as much done before I have to go and get my nails done today, because I just want to get this finished. Like, I'm at the stage now where, because I'm doing it every day, and the plan is to work on it every single day for a minimum of 100 stitches, I probably won't get anything done on it tomorrow. We are planning on going out for the day. So it's like I want to get as much as I possibly can done. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Does anyone else struggle to get their cross stitches in either a hoop or Q-snap or whatever type of frame hoop thing that you use straight? I put this in about 3 times and it was wonky. It's still wonky. I was like, that will do, because I need to go down here, and having it this way round in the Q-snap, so much easier to weave in the ends at the back. So yeah, that's the plan. I've just noticed I have stitched in this colour here that I've got hanging, so one of my parked threads I've stitched in, so I'll need to deal with that. But I've only put 4 stitches in, so it'll be fine. So yeah, I just thought I'd quickly show you what I've been working on. This is the mortar cross stitch. I have got quite a bit more done on this. I did some of this yesterday. I think it was yesterday. And I've put a lot more up here. And this is where my needle is at the moment. So I've put a lot more up here. I finished all this down here and here. So down here is all done. So I was going to finish this thread here and then go down to the bottom bit here. So if I pick this up over the weekend, that's what I'm planning on doing. There is more of this blue colour to go up here, but I was getting a bit bored. So also I've made a mistake. My stitches are in the wrong place, these golden stitches. So I'm trying to work that out as well. There's a lot of green in the background here, so I'm hoping it will be okay if I can just fudge it a little bit. But everything else seems to be fine. There's more blue, I think, up here as well, like this dark blue. It's more of a like blue-black colour. It's really dark. But I am really enjoying it, so I'm going to go back down here afterwards and fill in this bit. And then once that bit's done, I won't have to go back down to here. I can sort of work my way up, and that's what I'm going to plan to do. So with this colour, I sort of worked up this way, then come back down, and then picked up that. So that's the plan, is to finish this down here, then work my way up to the top, because then I can move this in the Q-snap like probably halfway, because this is an 11 by 11 Q-snap and I was finding it difficult to stitch up here. Now what I've been doing is leaning it on me like this, but having the top propped on a pillow so I can do two-handed. It doesn't fit in the clamp frame that I bought, which is a little bit annoying, but hey ho. It's only hoops that really fit in it. So I need to figure something out on how to get a clamp that will fit fit this thicker pipe. Yeah, so that's the plan. I might even see if Ian can, if we can get some thinner tubing, maybe in B&Q or something, because I know you can make your own Q snaps and all that if you get the right thing. So I might have a look and see. But that's not a job for today. I'm going to maybe get a bit more done on this later. I won't be rolling the dice till Sunday, Monday, as usual. And I'm just going to try and get as much done as I can. So that ripple bralette is quite close to being finished. So depending on what I roll next week, I may just include that into the whips, or the whip for next week as well, and have 2 whips. So yeah, I still haven't blocked my Radvent. I really should do that because it is such a lovely day. But I don't know where I would put it outside. Maybe I should just put it on my bed because the sun does come in the windows in the afternoon and it just travels across the bed. So I could do that. That might be a good idea. Anyway, I'm going to go. Have I got anything to say? I'm sure there was something I wanted to mention, but I can't remember now. I can't remember. I've been watching a lady on YouTube. She's an older lady. Me and a couple of my friends have been watching her. Well, my friend Sue got me hooked on her. And she's put a post up, and basically there's people that are trolling her and being really horrible, and she put up the page that these people were talking about her. It's like a forum thing, and it's just, the words that they're using is just horrible. It's like, if you really don't like someone, either on YouTube, on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, wherever you've found this person that you don't like, just don't watch them. Because at the end of the day, it's not nice to be horrible. It really isn't nice to be horrible, and there's no need for it. I've had it done to me in the past. There's things that go on in the background that I don't mention because the people that do it are not worth the mention. And it's just not, it's really not nice to be horrible. Don't do it. It's not. Why are you doing that? It just makes you look like an idiot, basically. So yeah, that's not what I wanted to say, but that is just something that I thought I'd mention at the end, because if you've got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Just move on to the next person. There's so many other people you could be watching on YouTube or any social media platform. Just go to the next person. Why have you got to be horrible about one person? It's very childish. It's very, very childish, and it's just not worth it. You're going to upset that person for nothing. It's stupid. Anyway, that's my little bit. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I shall see you next week in the next video. Bye guys.